Here's something completely counterintuitive. More new product development ideas fail, not because the people didn't have good ideas. It's because they didn't have enough ideas in the beginning of the pipeline. My research has indicated that when people start to invest in new product development or service development of any type, they tend to have too few options. They're going to put in some type of new fixture in a home, and they only look at two options. They are about to invest in a merger or an acquisition, and they don't expand the scope wide enough, so they've only got three on the table. And yet, it's a big world. There are plenty of options. So I want you to remember these numbers, and they're very significant, and they tie to the gumball example used earlier. And it is this. It's 100, 7, 3, 1. If you invest enough time in creating 100 ideas up front, you now have a large enough scope of ideas to pull from to be able to go to the next level, to expand that thinking. That concept of being innovative is a perfect place to use here. If you drop down too quickly, you're narrowing down a field that should not have been narrowed. So let's imagine that if we go back to the concept of building 100 ideas, we would have to go to our team using tools and pay to think to get them to be innovative, to find new opportunities to expand the scope. We then take those 100 and we put in the first screen. That screen is going to knock out the ideas, and it's got to be just enough, a large enough screen. I'll give you some examples in another video, but it's going to take us from those 100 to approximately 7. So it's got to be strict enough to eliminate, but not too strict that it takes everything away. And that's a balance, and it's not an easy balance. The 7 means we come up with some ideas that are strong, and they need some more additional research. They need a little bit more to be able to find if it's valuable. The 3 is this is where we're looking for the detailed screen. We're going to go in and make sure these ideas work. And then the 1 is the one idea we're going to invest in. Now, this is an important piece of new product development. It's an important part of management, just leading and managing people. We tend to put one idea, one new product or service, again, not just for shelves, in one space to handle or deliver one opportunity. So I'm not going to put 2 warehouses side by side to do the exact same thing. I'm not going to hire 2 people to do the exact same thing in the same place. I can only put you to do that job there. If I have more, I can get somebody else. I only need 1 warehouse. I only need 1 product on the shelf to fill that consumer demand. I only need 1. Now, that's not to say you can't have multiple new product channels running at the same time. If we were to, I was just at Facebook the other day, and there are people working in different groups, all developing different products or services that can fill a space. If we were to do, look at a company like 3M, 3M has multiple new product development groups developing all different products for different types of environments, whether it be for a bathroom or a kitchen or a bedroom. At the same time, so let's look at some companies. For example, Boeing might have multiple products being developed in a certain space. IBM might have multiple teams working on it, on new products. So the concept is not about that you can only have just one idea, but it's the methodology of 100-7-3-1. So let me share with you an example, and it illustrates the point perfectly. I was working with a group of CEOs. We met quarterly, and we were looking at evaluation of a business. They were non-competing people. And what we did was we had to, at one point, we said we want to expand the group, and we wanted to bring on another person. Now, it might sound easy. Who do we know? So what we did is we started to make a list, and we added about 30 people onto that list. And the list was moving along great. And someone said, okay, so let's choose. And I said, no, let's not choose yet. Let's try to expand the scope. And we came up with a few more names. And I believe the total, and don't quote me on this because it was quite some time ago when I was learning about this methodology and using it in the beginning. I then said, before we make this selection, go home tonight. Sleep on it. Come back and you tell me what you think. That next day, they threw 2 ideas on the table, just 2. someone went back and opened up one of their reference books, and they found some names that they had all forgotten about. And they were non-competitive. They fit the mold. And then we started using this tool of selection. And wouldn't you know it, number 31 was the guy that they were bringing in. Now, with some time and some thought, we ended up saying we would rather have 2 than 1. And we ended up bringing in number 31 and 32. So that cyclonic time, that time to think, that innovating to look for different ways to find people, helped them select and find a CEO that could be part of this team and contribute. So it works everywhere. So 10731, I'm going to use it in the next video so that you could understand how the ET development funnel works. That's next.